Welcome to the first day of the Feel Good-a-thon. It's currently June 1st, and welcome to my vlog. I'm coming to you late in bed because I had a very full day. Spent a lot of this morning catching up on booktube videos and doing my bullet journal because I hadn't done a spread for June at all. Caught up on my Google spreadsheet for my reading. Early afternoon, I had 4 lidocaine injections done, and from the past, which is proving to be true this time as well. They always put me kind of down for the count for the first few days, and they're technically supposed to be like for pain. For me, how they usually work is the first like 3 days or so. I'm sore, I'm achy, I just feel off, I get tired very easily, and then I get good results from it, so it's worth it. But this is what happens. So and I got more done this time because the first time I got them done I was so terrified that normally she does 4, like I guess like for her, my doctor, it's like normal to do 4, and she only did 2 the first time, so I did 4 this time, and I'm definitely achy. I needed to get them done, and I knew this was gonna happen, so it's not like unexpected or anything, which is good. I'm just sore. Like it's not like crazy, it's just weird. I did finish my first book of the month, yay! And I didn't like it. I finished Sea of Stars Volume 1. I did not like it. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. I thought it was trash. I thought the dialogue and storyline and just artwork were all terrible. I felt like I couldn't envision these characters saying the dialogue. I felt like it didn't match up. Like I felt like nothing matched up, and it just felt very like disjointed to me, and I just never connected with the story. Period. Won't be continuing on in the series. Hoping this is a really good first reading week to the month. I really want to do a lot better than I did in May. May was such a terrible reading month, but May was a terrible month of my life. And I'm so glad it's over, and I hope June is so much better because my mental health in May was undoubtedly the worst it's been in 6 months. Hope that we have good vibes going forward, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'm exhausted because I was dumb and stayed up last night and was stubborn and do what I don't do, which is stay up late and read, and then I didn't sleep. And I woke up at 7 because I'm an early riser, in case you didn't know. I wake up so early. So if I don't go to bed early, if I don't unwind and decompress early, your girl doesn't sleep. I'm obviously not doing any more reading tonight. It's like 9:30, almost 10. And I'm in pain, I'm exhausted, so I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Good evening. It's now Tuesday at about 7:30, close to 8 o'clock now. Say today did not go as planned is an understatement. I originally had hoped that I could just get more reading done / do more. I was hoping I could get my wrap-up film today, and then I could edit it today and upload it tomorrow, but for some reason, I don't know if I don't remember correctly, I don't think it's that, but for some reason the injections I got this time affected me very badly / are affecting me very badly. I'm randomly getting these very intense, I don't know if you call it heart palpitations, I don't know exactly what it is. Basically my heart's racing. Like I put my hand to my chest and it's like beating furiously and very fast, and just overall outside of that feeling very lethargic, tired. I'm in pain, obviously. I said that previously, that these injections typically in the past I always experienced pain after the injection, but it's usually worth it long term. This time I'm getting other weird side effects. So today, when I was having like the racing heart issue, I felt like I was gonna pass out and I was having a hard time breathing, and we checked it, and apparently I guess my pulse was slightly elevated and my blood pressure was really high, and I don't have high blood pressure. Let me just emphasize that, because you know, big thing is like, yeah, you're fat, you have high blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure. I get blood pressure checked on a regular basis because I'm on meds that I go to doctors for every couple months, where they check my blood pressure, and I have perfectly normal blood pressure. I've never had high blood pressure, and so that was weird. So I took pain medication and I laid down, and then luckily within like 20 minutes it went back down to a normal number. But it was really weird. I kind of like couldn't move for like 20 minutes. I was like so weak, not tired, not feeling like I was gonna fall asleep, but just so weak. I just had to like lay down and close my eyes. So today hasn't been fun. I didn't really get to do anything I wanted to do. I just simply tried putting away some folded laundry, and that's when all that happened. Basically been like this all day. I'm hoping that tomorrow is a much better day. I don't know, honestly, because from my frame of reference, this has not happened before. So I don't know what my next few days will entail. I love EDS. EDS is great. I love this life. I did finish another book. The book that I finished was Slam the Next Jam, I think is the title of it. I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars. It was just as okay as the first one. I was hoping maybe it would get a little bit better, but it's just a very short graphic novel that tries to give you too much information, and it doesn't end up fleshing out anything. The only reason it's so high up is I like the artwork style. It's enjoyable to look at, and I also enjoy the whole aspect of roller derby. I think it's like so cool. Overall, the storytelling isn't great. I didn't really like it at all. It just kind of ended without having an ending, and I know this is like there's not going to be like a continuing series. It's just like a 2-volume thing. If you're looking for something that isn't going to be your new favorite read, but isn't the worst thing in the world, and is very, very quick to finish, I guess I recommend it. Again, not a book on my TBR, but I've kind of had to just roll with the punches. Did start and read a little bit in The Little Prince. I probably will update you again tomorrow, and hopefully it's not before nighttime again. I don't know. Good evening. It is now Wednesday night. I'm just overwhelmed and I'm a little sad. As I had said a little bit yesterday, the injections that I got gave me a really bad reaction, and last night I just continued having issues all day yesterday, and really not as bad today, but still today I just still had a lot of issues. I'm in a lot of pain, pain that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know why I'm in pain in certain spots where I didn't get the injections done. I also had a moment yesterday where my ear started buzzing really bad, and then I couldn't really hear out of it all that well. And I don't know why. Today, my head hurts way more than normal, and it's also going like tingly and numb in certain spots. For something to affect like my vitals like that is pretty terrifying. Before, when I got it done, I just had pain, and it wasn't to this level. Like, I was sobbing last night. I was in so much pain, and I'm in pain every single day of my life. Like, I don't really have a moment where I'm not in pain of some sort. So for me to be like crying uncontrollably because I'm in so much pain, I can't get comfortable, because like that's how bad I hurt in multiple spots where the injection didn't even go. Yeah, and I just kind of had like kind of a rough day again. Like, I'm still in pain. I think I've talked about it before, but I get these like neurological episodes is what I call them, and we think that they come from my neck because I've tended to not have as many since I got my last injection, the same injection I just got done. And since it helped with the pain and the muscle spasms, we think it's related to my neck. And the only thing it's ever helped before is like readjusting my neck and, you know, wearing a neck brace and stuff. I've had 2 of these episodes in less than 24 hours, which hasn't happened in I don't know how long. I'm just upset about it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I can't get these injections anymore, which is really disappointing because it's like the only thing that's ever in the close to 4 years, ever since I had brain surgery, I've been like getting these things. It's been the only thing that's ever helped, or that like I could find like a direct correlation with. And it's very disheartening to potentially not be able to get these anymore because it seems to be the only thing that helps. I'm just upset about it. I tried reading this morning. I started an audiobook and I hated it. I got like 3 hours into it and then I had DNF, so that was just like another knife into my side. Also just stupid crap, like I'm breaking out like crazy on my face and I have no clue why. I have no clue why I'm breaking out so bad, but it won't stop, and now I gotta go back to the dermatologist because I have no freaking clue why this is happening. I would like to catch a freaking break. Like I feel like the second my mental health calmed down, like my body just like went into overdrive, and like I'm tired of it. And like you ever just have moments where you want to cry really really bad and you just can't? That's where I'm at right now. I just want to cry really really bad because like I'm upset. My hand freaking hurts. It feels like someone is stabbing me, and I quit. I want whatever moment in my life is happening right now to be over. I quit. I quit. That is my check-in for today. Obviously, I didn't do any more reading other than the book I DNF'd. Haha. I will talk to you later. So hi, it's now Thursday at almost 3 o'clock. I forgot I had therapy today until like 5 minutes ago, and I was like, oh crap. Almost 3 o'clock now, and I have some whipped coffee that's now blended together and isn't as pretty. I started the book As Long As We Both Shall Live by Joanne Chaney, and I'm really really loving it. Narrator is so good. Like I forget it's not multiple people, that's how good she is. I'm enjoying it because it's a thriller with terrible people and not a single redeemable person, and I love a thriller like that. A little bit nervous about therapy just because I don't know, my brain doesn't make any sense. Also, I don't know if you see my new tapestry or not. My new tapestry, isn't she pretty? I splurged and treated myself to it, and I really love it. I'm like 40% of the way through that audiobook, which is awesome. If I could get more done today, awesome. If not, that's okay too. I'm feeling slightly better today, but just still not my like self. I feel like I'm so tired. I'm still in a lot of pain. That's where we're at. I have to not make this clip long because I have therapy, so I gotta go. Feeling pretty good today. Feeling not as down, which is nice. I will chat with you guys later because I can't go on rambling because I have therapy. It is now Friday. It's about 4 o'clock. I know it's a late update, but I just finished another book and I really really loved it. And that was the book I was in the middle of, which is As Long As We Both Shall Live by Joanne Chaney. Boy oh boy, was this a time. This was a wild ride. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. So this book has a lot of things in it, and it's very intense and has a lot of different elements that are just so complicated. For not technically a very long book, I think it's like not even like 350 pages. There's so much that happens to it, and I feel like the plot is so cool. That being said, there's definitely a lot of dialogue and thought processes of all of the characters that I don't approve of. There is some mention of mental health with one of the main characters who does terrible things, and I always think I don't like when there's a blurred line like that, where it's like, oh yeah, this person did all these terrible things and they're mentally ill. I don't like that. I don't think the book was trying to say that this character did it because of their mental illness, because they did terrible things before that. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it ended really well. So I'm gonna consider that to complete the reading prompt of a book you have high hopes for, because I did have high hopes for this book. Just I had a feeling it would be a thriller that I enjoyed, and I was hoping it would be a thriller that I enjoyed, and it really, really is a thriller with people who are terrible, doing awful things, and seeing their inner thoughts. I love that. Like, I love a thriller like that. I haven't really done any of the self-care prompts. I will be probably going to the beach tomorrow, so that's exciting. So I will be going outside, and also I'll be trying to read while I'm at the beach. So that'll count by like reading outside by an open window. Maybe try watching a movie tonight, maybe. I'm probably going to start preparing dinner soon, and that could like count as like crafting a meal you've been wanting to make, but like I haven't really been like, oh my god, I've been wanting to make it. So I might make dessert tonight. I might make cookies, so maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna go, probably start dinner, and I will talk to you later. Good evening. It is now Saturday night. It's late. It's like 8:30. As you saw, I just made myself some probably delicious hot cocoa, and I'm very excited to drink it. And as you saw from my earlier clip, we went to the beach today, and it might not have looked like I was social distancing, but I was. I want to make that clear. I was just there with my sister, who I live with, and we won't be going back there. It kind of still made us a little bit uncomfortable. It was really, really nice. The weather was beautiful. I got a little bit burnt on my arm and my shoulder, but I luckily didn't get burnt, which is very good considering this is like the first time out in full sun that I've been this year. Also, I'm not a psychopath. I didn't just come home and do my hair for no reason. Like, I don't look like this after I go to the beach. I look greasy and awful, but I have to get up early tomorrow, and I was like, I don't feel like waking up and showering, so I'm gonna shower and do my hair tonight. Fun thing that I now have to do, because I'm losing my hair, is I have to put sunscreen on my scalp because it burns and then it flakes off, and it's like visibly violently red. I didn't do any reading today. I tried so hard to read at the beach. I read a page, so I guess I read outside technically. But I tried to read, and we were next to, the only word I have for it is crazy rich white people. That's the only way I can describe it. They were so annoying and so loud. I know like the woman's one family history. I know how her daughter ran off with her boyfriend to Florida. We were well over 6 feet apart, and I could hear all of their stories. I think her daughter did drugs while she was at college in Virginia. It was fun. It sure made the time pass, but boy, did it prevent me from reading, because how can I read when I'm sitting next to a woman talking about someone asking to see her feet? I mean, come on. So I didn't read anything today, but that's okay, because I had a really great day. I look like a little gremlin here, but I'm happy because I had a really good day. I feel like such a good way to be the almost ending of this first week of the Feel-Good-a-thon is I did something that felt really, really good. I'm gonna drink this, go to bed, and I will see you tomorrow. So it is now 3 o'clock, 3:30, and I wanted to do the self-care prompt of accomplishing something that you've been putting off, and I'll show you what I've done. It's very exciting. Not exciting at all. Also, it's Sunday, in case you couldn't tell. Ignore the terrible lighting, but I went and put in my nice new hangers, and like that's still ugly and stuff, but I went and put like my everyday stuff on nice hangers, and then I'm trying to like still use like crappy hangers, but like still like nicer than like the mismatched ones. I have my shorts here. I have my sweaters slash cardigans, which are like all of these over. As you can see, I'm big into cardigans. They go from like heaviest slash longest sleeve to lightweight slash shortest sleeved. Then I have dresses, tank tops, and then short sleeved to like mid, like 3/4 length sleeve shirts. And then I have like my jackets there, which I could put away because technically it is summer, but what's the point of putting them away? They don't take up any space there. Let me show you my other closet. And this is my other closet. As you can see, it's all of my dress clothes. So again, I put like longest dresses to like longer sleeved to like sleeveless. And then here are all of my skirts. And then I have like a thing for my shoes. This closet isn't as pretty, but I use it for a lot of storage. And then, I don't know, I just didn't want to use all of my nice hangers. So I just kind of tried to make it all look nice. And like, I'm really satisfied. Like between that one and this one, like it just looks really nice. Like I have to take out the bad hangers, but it just looks so nice. Like I'm so happy with it. And then I also started another book, and I started The Lost Man by Jane Harper. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm like 13% of the way in, which is like an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know, something about her writing I just really like. It is interesting listening to a book narrated by somebody who I assume is Australian. It's very interesting. I don't know if I've ever read a book narrated by somebody who's Australian, so it's really interesting. One con that happened last night was my TV died randomly. It's okay though, because I really don't use my TV. I only was ever using it as like a night light, basically, to help me fall asleep. I would like turn on Project Runway or something and just play it until I fell asleep. I never really watched TV on it because the volume is so terrible on it. So I just really only used it for that, where I didn't need any volume, I just needed light. And I have a night light that I can use. I was just being lazy about it. That's all I got for right now. I will update you tonight to wrap up this vlog. Toodles. Hello, so I now look like an egg. It's now late. I just really quickly wanted to wrap up this vlog and tell you which prompts I ended up completing. I ended up completing the self-care prompts of stretch, which is yoga, go for a walk. I definitely walked on the beach enough to consider walking. I also accomplished something that I've been putting off, which was, that I showed you today, putting the new hangers in my closet and reorganizing it. I also technically did also read by an open window slash outside. It wasn't very long, it was like a couple pages, but I technically did. So technically I would again like to do it again before the end of the readathon, but we'll see. Reading prompts I finished for a book you have high hopes for. I finished As Long as We Both Shall Live. I really enjoyed it and I had high hopes for it. I also finished slash continued a series, which was Slam the Next Jam. Next one is an author you've never read before, and that was Sea of Stars Volume 1. The very short thing that I just finished, which is Wicked Things by John Alyssa, I think. This is like the first issue in a series and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I think it's fun and I think it's a fun first issue. Apparently it's a spin-off from Giant Days because it's the same creator of Giant Days, but I haven't read Giant Days. I tried reading Giant Days years ago and I just couldn't get into it, but I would like to try again. For that prompt that I finished with that book, it was because you loved the cover, and I loved the cover. I think it's really cute. That is it for the first week of the Feel-Good-a-thon. I think I did pretty good, honestly. I also, as I had said earlier, am 13% of the way through another book, so a pretty good first week, honestly. As I said earlier throughout this vlog, I had a really rough week. The end of the week is much better, but it was a rough week physically for me, so I couldn't really physically read a lot. So I will see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope if you participated in the readathon or are participating in the readathon that your first week was great, and I shall see you next time. Bye.